So I want to speak about guest blogging for a moment here. Most of you are probably familiar with guest blogging. It's where you actually contact other websites, similar niche, and you offer up your services to do some writing for them. This is a strategy that used to work really, really well a long time ago, but today it's not as effective. However, I don't want you to rule it out entirely. It still has some benefits. For example, getting a backlink from a very, very popular authoritative domain is still really, really good. But what you'll probably come to find is that it won't give the same benefits as it used to. I'm not sure how familiar you are with how popular this used to be, but it got to a point where people were selling guest blogging and those guest blogging links. But it's not that it can't work anymore, but even Matt Cutts, the head of web spam at Google, said, okay, I'm calling it, and you heard me speak about this before. Okay, I'm calling it, if you're using guest blogging as a way to gain links, you should probably stop. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't use guest blogging to get links, but as long as your guest blog is very, very high in quality, it still will work. Even Neil Patel says that guest blogging won't be as effective. It's not that it's completely out, but it's not going to be as great as it used to be. But many different websites are still using guest blogging, but still it doesn't necessarily mean that they're using it to gain any more authority than they already have. So I wanted to call light to the guest blogging technique when it comes to link building. You can still do some reach out to popular guests, to popular websites to do some guest blogging, but it's not a strategy that will be huge for you, and I'm not sure how much benefit that you'll get out of it. But if you do have a relatively unknown website and you get a great guest blogs spot on a very, very popular authority domain and you get a link back, it's not going to hurt you. But don't try to focus on this strategy as your primary strategy. But it's just something that you might want to do here and there. As long as, of course, you do it from the perspective of adding value. As long as you do that and it's an excellent article, then sure, I still think that you're going to get some benefit out of it. If a lot of people are sharing it, liking it, retweeting it, plus oneing it, why not, right? So make sure that this is not your primary strategy, but it is something that you can do from time to time.